Hey, Scott from Winderlea, Director of Sales, talking to you about Winderlea Legacy bottling of Pinot Noir from 2018. Legacy refers to some of the oldest and most promising blocks that Winderlea has on the Winderlea Vineyard. Winderlea Vineyard is a very special place. Even though it's 14.5 acres of Pinot, there's 8 or 9 clones of Pinot Noir planted there. It develops 4 expressions of Pinot Noir: Rosé of Pinot Noir, our imprint, our Winderlea bottling, and Legacy. When you have access to vines like Winderlea does that were planted in 74, that were planted in 75, planted in 76, you really have some of the oldest vines in the valley still producing fruit, still producing wines of wonderful depth and complexity. Eventually you get around to the thought, I wonder what they taste like just by themselves. So always think of Legacy as our oldest blocks or our most promising blocks put together, showing you what they can do by themselves. Let's give the Legacy a try. Often for me, Legacy, color-wise, is one of the Pinot Noirs that's lightest in color for Winderlea. It's also one of the Pinot Noirs that I think has the most elegance and finesse, but often fools you because even though it's light in color and has an elegant, subtle nature, there's a lot going on in this bottling. And that comes from the mature vines that are the backbone of what Legacy is. As I'm swirling this, floral notes, rose petal, aromatics are coming out, strawberry, red cherry, some dark cherry, and the color of the 18 is a little darker in color than what I'm used to. Let's give it a try. Wow, on the second smell, I'm getting some cherry liqueur and I'm getting some darker fruit notes. I'm getting an earthiness, maybe like a sweet mushroom aroma. Let's give it a taste. Still has a finesse and a lightness on your palate, but has some texture and complexity. And those flavors develop on the palate. There is some acidity there, there's wonderful acid, but also some very fine tannins. And while they're not puckering the inside of my mouth, it is making my mouth water. And it is promoting more of those earthy notes, so that rose petal and red and dark cherry is added to some pomegranate and some raspberry, as well as some like chanterelle mushroom earthiness as well. This wine has a lot going on, but still being very elegant and finessey. And I often think of this as those people who are in love with Burgundy and the more subtle side of Burgundy, like Chambolle Musigny. I think this is your Oregon expression of that. I don't think it's Chambolle all the way, but it definitely is making my brain think that, wow, this is as close as Winderlea's gonna get to that pretty prized vineyard. Legacy bottling of Pinot Noir. If you're into finesse, age-worthy Pinot Noir, this is the one for you. Every time I drink this, I think of I'm drinking time in a bottle. So those of you who are nostalgic, those of you who like elegant Pinot Noir, Legacy is your bottling from Winderlea. Cheers.